Okay, hey YouTube viewers, I am back with my second video of today, and oh no, sorry, and I'm going to touch on, because the second video, this is the third video, if this is your first time watching, so the second video was the LSAT Prep and stuff like that. So this video is how I prepared for LSAT day, and just the things that I did the day before, and a few, I guess, tips. So what I'm looking at is notes that I wrote, because I have a bad memory. Okay, so the day before the LSAT, not the day before, like even a little bit before the day before. Maybe a week before, or like the Saturday before, the exact, 7 days apart. You want to, for one, the last month of the LSAT, if I were you, this is what I did, because as I said before, this makes me feel more comfortable. It depends on the kind of person you are, but the more you know, the more you feel like you've practiced the same thing over, the more comfortable you are. So I went to the classroom, because LSAC will have your location and the information for the LSAT day. So I went to the classroom where the LSAT was going to be held, and it was during the summer, so, no it wasn't. It was October 5th or something. Anyway, no one was there on a Saturday morning. So I literally got up, and this sucks, but I got up at 7 a.m. and went to the site by 8 a.m. to make it there on time, just as I would do on a regular day. And I did that 2 weeks before the test. Now, if I had more time, I would have did it like every Saturday for a whole month before the test, just to kind of basically prep myself, because I didn't take a class. If you take a class and you feel comfortable, because a lot of the classes, like say the 5th is the LSAT day, a lot of the classes will end on like the 3rd or the 1st, somewhere in there, to still kind of have your mind refreshed on the LSAT. So if you took a class and you feel very well prepared and everything, then I would not worry about, I don't know if I'd worry about doing that, but I studied on my own and I didn't feel that prepared. So I went to the classroom and I took the LSAT test for 4 hours, and I stayed there by myself till 12 o'clock. And I did not bring my phone because I did not want it to distract me. So, LSAT day, I used my iPad and I turned on the Proctor app for it to tell me like 2 minutes left, and for the noises of people coughing in the background and stuff like that. So the first thing, I guess, the day before the LSAT, don't study. You're going to take the LSAT, and this may sound harsh or mean, but if you don't know it by now, cramming and just worrying yourself is not going to help the day before. As a matter of fact, it'll make you a little more frustrated, because you'll be like, oh my gosh, I don't have these down. I really need to get these down, and you'll freak out about them. And then the next day of the actual LSAT, you'll be like, oh, these are the ones I had trouble with. You'll just set yourself up. So don't study the day before. It's a Friday night. If most people are taking it on Saturday. Enjoy that Friday. Do not go out and be like, woohoo, LSAT. That's the start of my law school journey, because I know people who have missed the LSAT day, and you pay for that, and you don't get your money back for missing the LSAT. Which brings me to my next point. Set 2 alarms, because if you're like me, you cut the first one off. I set 3 actually, because I cut the first 3 off. And then literally like after 5 minutes or 10 minutes of sleeping, I'm like, oh crap, I cut my alarms off, and I like jump up. So that's what works for me. Set 2 alarms. One that's where your phone is right beside you. The other one, oh no, my nose dropped. 1 second. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. The other one, this iPad doesn't let me pause while I'm video recording. So, the other alarm, like on your TV stand where you have to literally get up and walk to shut it off and make sure it's an annoying ringtone. Okay, so print the ticket if you haven't already done so the day before. You do not want to wake up at 6 o'clock trying to do all this stuff. Print your admission ticket. Do not, you will see this many places. You will see this written, like if you look up, if you Google LSAT Prep and stuff like that, you will see sign the ticket. Do not sign your ticket. You will look like a fool. Because LSAC actually says in their instructions, when you print out the ticket, there's another page of instructions and some things that you might want to bring. And they actually say don't sign your ticket, but a lot of people don't read it. Clearly in my testing center, a lot of people didn't read it because a lot of people brought like purses and stuff they should not have had. And if you get some losers for proctors, they will be really strict and really mean and be like, not our fault. You can sit it outside the hallway or you cannot take the LSAT. You know, we actually had instructors who was like, okay, did everybody make sure they parked in the right spot? And, you know, everybody that parked in the meter, you're going to get a ticket if you don't move your car. So we'll give you time to move your car. And this lady had to go back to her car like 5 times because she brought her big freaking huge purse, and then she brought something else, then she forgot her ticket, just all kinds of stuff. So be prepared, because everybody in there is going to be looking at you like, let's go, because they don't start until everybody is ready, and the longer it takes, and you know, depending on how big the group is, like we were set up, I was M through, you know, Z or whatever. And then there was another group in another room. So they got out before us, because the longer it takes you to start, like if you start at 8:45, you're not going to get out of there till like 1 or something, because you could have started at 8 and gotten out at 12. So, you know, people are not going to be really happy with you. Okay, so check your LSAC account for any changes that they may say, like, location change, just in case you didn't pay attention to it before. I would check it the day before. They usually don't change like that, like out of nowhere. They usually give you plenty of time, but just in case you've been like on a vacation or haven't been paying attention to your LSAC account, check the LSAC account for any notifications of any changes, any location changes, or anything like that. Which brings me to drive by the location, and actually, if you can, like I said, I went to the actual classroom a couple times. So I got out and went to the classroom. You know, it was up some stairs and around the corner, you know, to make sure I could navigate my way around. Just in case I was running late, I could run up the stairs and know where to go. I wasn't like, oh shoot, I can't find it, freaking out. So you want to drive by the area that the test will be in, just because you want to know, like, how's the parking set up. You want to know if, for instance, my building had a parking building across the street, but we didn't know if we could park there. It turns out we could for free, and we were in the meters that Saturday. So a lot of us, if we stayed there, would have gotten tickets, and we didn't know it. So check the meter times, and like the meter regulations and stuff like that. So for example, St. Louis meter website, like to check the meter times, you could go to, I think it's st.louis-mo.org or something like that. You can check that, and that'll navigate that website to find the meter times. You can at least find out about most of them. Some of them downtown are tricky, but whatever. Okay, so be aware of parking and the meter rules. Things that you can bring to LSAT test day. Okay, so a gallon Ziploc bag, because you're going to want to bring that to keep all your stuff in. If you do bring your cell phone, turn it off and put it in that bag. They don't mind. I brought literally a whole pack of these. I don't know why, but they don't sell just one. So I brought a eraser, which if I were you, I would bring the kind that sticks on your pencil, so you can just be like, you know, not, and then have to get this. That was annoying. I also brought a pencil sharpener, because they may not have one in the classroom. And anyways, it interrupts other people. And a lot of people, you will notice when they said, you know, here, you know, get out your stuff. They put their pencil sharpener on the desk, their erasers, and their 5 pencils. You know, they were ready to go. So, this is my favorite little snack. It's a big bag that I got from Sam's Club. So as you can see, most of it is gone. You can bring snacks. If you're one of those people that don't really eat light, don't bring like one little granola bar and then you're hungry after the break and that's all you're thinking about during your LSAT test, because that's gonna throw you off. Bring a government official ID, your license with your name signed on at the bottom of it or wherever it is. Bring, you know, an ID, a picture ID, because they need to see that. Ladies, if you have a purse, leave that in your car or your trunk, whatever. Bring your wallet that will fit in your plastic Ziploc bag. And have all this stuff done the day before, so you're not putting stuff in your Ziploc bag that morning. Bring a watch or a silent timer. They do not let you have digital timers in there. And just, you know, FYI, I could not find a silent timer at Walmart. And it was a super Walmart, so I don't know. Kleenex, if you have a cold, or you know, you might have a runny nose, and it gets, I don't know why, but they like to make it cold in there. So bring a sweater and, you know, Kleenex just in case, because your nose might start dripping even if it's not. I actually bought a bottled soda and I had it fit in my Ziploc bag, so they'll let you keep that in there as long as it fits in the Ziploc bag. Tylenol, hey, if a headache is bothering you during the test, you're going to wish you brought a bottle of Tylenol. I would not just put pills in a bag. That looks strange. And for those of you who have asthma, I would bring an inhaler. I am running long right now, so I'm going to wrap this up. That's pretty much all I would bring for test day after 12 o'clock. Smooth sailing, go home. If you sign up on LSAT to get your score by email, you'll get it quicker than those that get it mailed to them. So I would do that if you're really anxious about your score. I'm going to come back with another video about your LSAT score and where to go after the LSAT, after you take the LSAT. If I talk too fast or you have a few questions, leave it in the comments. And if I need to go more in depth on something, I will, or I'll just do another video to explain it. So, I hope this helps you, and thanks again for watching.